Hi everyone, my name is Iris Strangman and I'm a student in Dr. Valerie Schaefer's lab, but I'm also a student in Dr. Lorraine Obler's lab, the Neurolinguistics Lab, and today I have the pleasure of introducing Dr. Obler's lab, the Neurolinguistics Lab, to you. So in this video, you'll briefly meet Dr. Obler and I'll give you some more information about our fellow lab members, and two of our lab members will actually give you some information about the research and the work that they've done in the Neurolinguistics Lab. So first, the name of our lab is the Neurolinguistics Lab. It's run by Dr. Lorraine Obler. It's a picture of Dr. Obler. So over the course of her career, Dr. Obler has focused on many different types of research, but she has four main research lines. They are aging, bilingualism, aphasia, and dementia. And here's Dr. Obler giving you some more information about her lab.
I'm Lorraine Obler. I've been teaching at the Graduate Center since 1985 and running my Neurolinguistics Lab there. As you see on this slide, my primary research interests are aging, that is, the language changes associated with healthy aging, bilingualism and multilingualism, the brain processes involved in those phenomena, aphasia, especially as we see it in languages with structures that are interestingly different from English, and language and dementia. I'm on sabbatical now for the school year of 2020-2021, but I will be holding monthly lab meetings instead of the usual weekly ones, and you're welcome to join us via Zoom. I'll return to full-time work in August of 2021, but I am considering retiring at the end of that school year. In any case, feel free to write me and introduce yourself, ask any questions, and let me put you in touch with the great group of doctoral students in my research lab.
So as Dr. Obler mentioned, the best way to get in touch with her is via email, and that's at the email address below, lorraine.obler@gmail.com. So now I would like to introduce our fellow lab members to you, and I thought it would be nice to group us by those research lines that Dr. Obler just mentioned. So currently, the largest group of our lab members are actually focusing on bilingualism. So Kyung-un, Stanley, Taryn, and myself, we all have bilingualism as our primary research focus. Then there's aging, which is the primary research interest of Zara and Amy. And then there's aphasia, which is Marta's primary research focus. And then there's dementia, which is Lauren's primary research interest. So this slide may suggest that all you'll ever work on is that one research line. That's actually not the case. So for example, Zara, Amy, Taryn, Lauren, and Marta are all licensed speech language pathologists, which means that they'll have a lot of experience or know a lot about aphasia as well. And I myself, for example, have worked on a project that has dementia as its focus. So we have two fellow lab members that I haven't introduced to you yet, but we thought it would be nice if they could actually speak to you a little bit more in depth about their research. So their names are Gerald and Katerina. And here's Gerald speaking to you about his work that he's done at the Neurolinguistics Lab.
Hello everyone, I'm Gerald, a third-year student in Professor Obler's lab. And I'm also part of Dr. Goral's lab, and I also work with Professor Chenkowski. So for my research interest, I am investigating the use of adaptive mobile-based treatment for non-fluent aphasia. And specifically, we are comparing two variants of this treatment, the audiovisual version and the verbal-only version of self-feedback, and trying to see which is more effective. And I'm currently working in a collaborative project with Professor Goral as well, and Professor Chenkowski from Hunter College, and Professor Olabi from the University of Ibadan, where we are trying to implement this adaptive mobile-based treatments in Nigeria, where because of dearth of clinicians and the adaptiveness of the treatment provides more individualized treatment and also improves access to treatment as well.
And here's Katerina.
Hi everyone, I'm Katerina Antilovich. I'm a third-year PhD student in the program, and I've been working in Dr. Lorraine Obler's lab for that time. I'm also working with Dr. Schaefer and Dr. Girl And in terms of my own research project, I'm looking at semantic interference effects that arise during speech production in older adults. Specifically, I'm interested in how this interplays with cognitive changes that we know to occur during aging. I've also done some collaborative work, particularly with the University of Oslo at their Multiling Center. So in that project, we're looking at cognate use by speakers that have dementia or aphasia. And our New York portion of that project entails how we measure cognates and also how we think of them in terms of being on this continuous scale or being a dichotomous variable.
So I hope that by now you have a little bit of a better sense of what it's like to be in the Neurolinguistics Lab. And some common threads that you may have noticed is that typically our students are mentored by more than one advisor. And also, although everybody works on their individual stuff, we tend to collaborate a lot as well. Lastly, I thought it would be nice to mention that one of the strongest assets of our lab is our peer support that we offer to each other. So obviously we celebrate academic achievements, but we are always there for each other in case somebody needs to practice an important conference presentation or any other milestones in the program. But then there's also a lot of personal celebrations. So we tend to come together whenever there's a baby shower or where there's a marriage or anything like that. And to me, that has made all the difference in my PhD experience over the last few years. So like Dr. Obler mentioned, if you're interested in joining one of our virtual lab meetings, the best way to get in touch with her is to email her at the email address below. That's lorraine.obler@gmail.com. Thank you.